a rotation exercise. Shoulders down, speed up as and when you want to. Now this looks even faster on the cameras, I've just found out by looking. You can always slow it down if it starts to ache. Shake your arms out if that's too much. When you do bring your arms down, when you want to relax or when you want to go on to the next move, you might start to feel your fingers tingling. It's the energy moving in your hands. Let's go on to another exercise. So same position with the feet and legs. Now you're going to have one hand, let's do one at a time. One hand in front of the chest, thumb down, and you're going to extend the arm forwards. Just going to reach forwards, turn the hand, draw the hand down. So bring the hand down slightly towards the navel. Bring the hand up, thumb down and push out. Now the same on the other hand. So thumb down, push out from the chest, turn the hand and draw into the navel. So you're making this kind of oval shape, okay? Extending the arm out, so relax and let go of the shoulders. Now trying to bring both hands, there's equal and opposite, okay? Equal and opposite force, pressure. So one hand, choose which hand you want to start with in your chest, one towards the navel. Push the top hand away, turn both hands to face each other. So the one now in front of the chest pushes over the top of the one drawing towards the navel. So if I show it to one side, you can see move the oval shape. Imagine you have a big beach ball in front of you and you're trying to rotate that round. This move doesn't quicken up, so it doesn't speed as much as this rotation one we did earlier. So just relaxing your arms. You're creating a 45-degree angle with the front arm. You still have that rotation in the forearm as you did in this first exercise. Let the shoulders go. What you don't want to do is bring the arms up too high so that the shoulders don't raise up, come to the front again. It's tempting to do this to start with if you're not used to it, but you're pushing away from the chest. Think away from the chest towards the navel, okay? If you start to hear any clicks and creaks and pops in your joints, it's because they're loosening up, they're releasing any tight areas. So keeping the elbow towards the floor, not to the same height as your shoulder, because you don't want to end up to your neck with your neck. Keep the shoulders down. So long neck. Think of a piece of string lifting up. I'm going to use my hair as an example. And just drop the chin down slightly. So you don't have to look at the floor, but just look straight ahead. And you've roughly got the right angle for your head in line with your spine. So keeping your spine straight. Try not to lock your legs or your arms because you don't want to block the chi, the energy. Keep the knees and elbows flexed. Although I'm straightening the arm, it's not locked. Let's go on to another arm exercise. So, crossing the arms in front of you, you decide which arm you want in front. I'll turn to the side again. Shoulders and elbows down. You're rotating both hands now, so you're going to push the hands away from you. Keep the elbows down and push the arms out to the side. So facing again to the front. Choose which arm you want crossed in front, rotate the hands. Try not to do that. There's some weird combinations I have seen in classes sometimes, so remember that rotation, it's the same thing. Now pulling the hands away, elbows down, shoulders down. Whilst you're facing ahead, you should be able to see your hands in your vision. Too far behind, you can't see them when your shoulders are closed in. Remember, you're trying to keep your shoulders and your chest open. Keep the chi, the energy flowing. So turning the hands, pushing out to the side, we'll continue on. So thumb to the floor, palms to the back, without raising the shoulders. the shoulders down. If you can only go that far, that's fine, only to your flexibility limits, your abilities. So as far as you can, go there without raising the shoulders. Drop the hands down and towards the floor, but not right behind you, towards the floor. Then rotate the whole of the arms, the palms are now facing forwards, and just bend the arms back in front of you and push out. So you try to do this in one move, as a smooth move. Now drop the arms, start to sink the weight into the feet slightly. Just a little back, so the lower back will push back a little bit, but try not to tip the pelvis underneath. So again, rotating the hands, pulling them apart, shoulders down, thumbs down, arms back. Draw the arms back and down. Turn the hands, the whole of the arm. As they come past the hips, just sink the weight into the feet as you cross the arms. Now, as you open the hands, stand tall. So you're straightening the legs, but not to look in the knees. Hands back and draw down. I'm going to turn around so you can see what the whole move looks like from the back. So hands crossed in front of you. Open the hands, elbows down, extend the arms to the sides. Hands turn, thumbs down, draw, back and down. Sink the weight slightly into the feet. Hands crossed, stand up and pull apart. So you've got the general idea of that move. There's another arm exercise, a little bit challenging on the coordination, where you're going to start, pick a corner of a room. Start facing a 45-degree angle into a corner. You're going to need your knees really quite soft here so that you can turn the pelvis. Okay? So your hips and shoulders are going to turn sort of together, corner to corner. Just one side, try not to overturn. You're not trying to do a yoga twist. Just corner to corner. And then we're going to start to introduce the arms. Knees are facing forwards, they are going to move a little bit, but you're not trying to twist too far. So if you face the left corner, you're going to have your right arm in front, hand facing you, and your left hand behind. You're going to push that front hand down. Imagine you're stroking a large dog, or your hand's going through some water. Pushing down, keep the elbow bent, tiger's mouth open, remember. Now you're going to rotate the back arm, bending the elbow. So that hand's now going to come round as you come to the corner, now to the right corner, now the right arm's behind. Front hand pushes down, start to rotate the back. Knees soft, turn round. I will turn round in a minute so you can see this from behind. Relaxing your stomachs. This is a really nice, lovely, relaxing move. Keeping the chest open. So you're pushing that hand away from the back. Try not to move as one unit. It's not this. Push that front hand down. It's wide. Keep the chest wide open here. I'm going to turn around now so you can see. So again, starting from the left corner here. So the right arm in front, left hand behind the spine. So you're connecting one hand in front of the spine and one behind. So push the front hand, we'll start rotating the back. See if the bottom hand's moving quite quickly. Here. Push the front hand down, start rotating the back arm, elbow down in front. But don't look at the hand, otherwise you're going to start getting dizzy. Look beyond it. See, I've noticed I'm looking beyond it. I'm not looking at my hand at all. Let's do one leg exercise. It's called a Toryu and it's spelled T-O-R-Y-U. So it's two words. Start with your feet together. And you're going to create what's called a 45-degree step. So whichever foot you want to start with, I'll start with the right foot. So it's my right here, pivoting 45 degrees. So from the 90, 45. Relax your weight into it. So you're bending the back knee slightly and extend the front leg. It's called empty stepping. There's no weight into it, so I'm not bringing the weight forward. So I'm keeping it back here. Extend from the knee. There should be a gap. If I bring my foot straight back, there should be a gap between the heels. Otherwise, it's called instepping. I'll explain that in a minute why you don't do that. So you want a little gap between the feet. You're going to push from the back leg to the front. So one leg's always straight and one leg's bent. So without the hands at the moment. So as my weight's forward, my knee is in line with straight line down to the floor. So I should be able to see the front part of the foot too far forward and you're placing pressure on your knee. Back leg is straight. Hips, shoulders facing forwards, not here. Okay, you can always adjust the back foot if you need to get the hips round. So as you push off the front leg, start to release the back knee straight away. So it's quite smooth, it's not clunky. Otherwise, if you don't release the back knee straight away, it's a little bit clunky. So release the back knee, start pushing and straighten the front leg, and your hips now and shoulders will be in line with the back foot. So your 45-degree position into the corner. Push through the back leg, it's like you're standing up slightly here. Release the front knee, your hips will naturally turn, come forwards. So try that first with the legs. Okay, and then I'm going to bring the arms in. Arms push out from the shoulders, shoulder width apart, tiger's mouth open, as I said before. Gaps between the fingers. So if you're trying to touch the wall in front of you with your fingertips. So as you push off the front, the same arm, so I've got my left foot in front, the left hand is going to cross over the right. Palms to the floor. So as I push off, I'm going to relax the elbows slightly. Whichever leg is in front, so this is the left arm crosses. Draw the elbows down as you start to turn to the corner. Now, the arms crossed will be in line with your navel more or less. Try not to overturn. You're not twisting, you're keeping your shoulders, the reference point, shoulders and hips, in line with the back foot to the corner. So let's do that again. Arms forward. So push off the front leg, release the knee, left arm, because the left leg is in front, crosses and down. Now, hands are going to open. Pull the hands apart. Now push through the back leg and then bring the hands forward. So whilst you're driving the weight forward, the hands are starting to turn around and bring you forwards. And you're going to have a straight line from the top of the head to the back heel. So with the same feet again, arms forward, left arm crosses, so you see I'm turning. Here. You imagine there are a pair of hands on your lower back and you're trying to push them away so you don't tilt the pelvis underneath. If anything, allow the back to come forwards. Here. Hands open. Now the elbows in. And as I'm engaging the back leg, the hands pushing around. You connect the hands with the spine as you come forwards. So see, I've got to the heels up here, keep the foot glued to the floor, straight line from the top of the head to the back heel. You can always adjust your stride. If you're quite tall, you'll need to have longer legs, longer width, your longer stride in your step. If you're a little bit shorter, then you might need to bring the foot in. It also depends how loose you are in your hips and your knees. So a couple more this side and then we'll swap over. So this is called a toyu. This 45-degree step. So the 45-degree angle is the angle you want your spine to be turning in, otherwise you're over twisting. So relaxing your stomachs. Try not to lead with the chest. Hands are in front of you. Let the hands connect with the spine and also the back foot. Glue that forwards, glue that down as the hands come forwards. Let's try on the other side. So feet together. And let's try facing this way. So left heel turns. Same thing. Relaxing the back leg. Empty step. No instepping. Now the reason why I say no instepping is that when you come forwards, if I purposely instep. I can't bring the hips round, I'm going to be off balance. So you get used to how this feels, whether you know you're instepping. Outstepping is also no-no, but it's better than instepping. So you want to imagine a little line between the heels, probably no wider than the 2 fingers together here. So forwards, my right foot's forward, so my right arm is now going to cross over the left, palms to the floor, and bend those elbows, turn, turn, turn. So if I drop my hands, you can see shoulders, hips, knee, foot, all in line with the back, all in line with the corner of the room. So opening the hands, peel them apart, elbows down and push through the back leg. Try not to turn with the hands, you're going to place a lot of pressure on your knee if you do that. Hands open first. Now push through. Once you start pushing through, then you can turn without damaging the back knee, because that knee will go straight back. It won't fall in. And I can also feel that into my ankle and foot as I've made that fall in. So that doesn't feel very good. So push through the back. That's it. Now the knee's gone straight back. Sink the weight into the front hip. And you'll also start to feel your lower back stretching out slightly, because the spine is stretching not just in the lower back but the upper back as well. Also helped by the stretching. But again, try not to involve the shoulders, keep them down. So from this side again. So my right hand crosses, turn, turn, turn. Hands open, elbows in, let the hands connect. And then facing this side again. Right foot in front. Gluing those feet together. Hands open. Keep this smooth move. Now you want some control in your back leg. That's what creates the smoothness of the move. Okay? Try not to do this. You might do in the beginning as you're learning, but you're aiming for a really smooth move. So you want some control in your back leg. Push through the back leg. Notice I'm keeping the weight back until I'm ready to bring the hands forward, and now I can come forwards, controlling that move. Probably just heard a motorbike just then. So, and then from the back, keeping the right foot in front here, just to demonstrate. So you can see what it looks like from the back. So, that's some of the foundation exercises. I'll be doing another few more foundation exercise combinations that you can follow. Do just replay them as and when. You don't need a lot of room, particularly for these particular moves. The set, however, is 108 moves. That's why it's called long form. And I teach in a beginner's class. I teach half of that. There's no sort of rush or competition to get to those moves in a certain amount of time. I teach it. I sort of follow the how people are picking up the moves. You know, how well they can adapt to remembering moves and their flexibilities and everything. So you know, you're doing the Tai Chi for yourself. There's no competition. There's no rush to get through anything. But 54 moves, which is that half of 108, is enough to be learning over a period of time, weeks, months, whatever. So with these videos, if you want to do any practice at home, it'll help you to not just relax your body, help your mind, your mental health, your well-being, your flexibility, your coordination, your balance. That can also improve as well. One lady comes to one of my classes, says she now starts to put her socks on while standing up. That's something I do anyway. But yeah, so little things like that you'll notice. Okay, thank you very much. Claire Stench from Tai Chi, Serene Tai Chi.